Hello Seekers, welcome to Puneet's Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Mars is about to move to the sign of Aries on 16th of August. Mars will continue the direct motion till 10th of September in the sign of Aries. In the last Mars video, I promised that I am going to break the Mars transit into multiple sections, and today is the first video in that series, in fact the second video of the series, where I will explain what happens when Mars goes direct to the sign of Aries. What is the impact? Briefly, we will try to understand the impact of Mars on, your life and the world. Do not forget to hit like, subscribe and share and hit the bell icon so that you never miss another update. Watch this video till the end to get to know more about this Martian massive transit in the sign of Aries. As we speak, Mars is in deep Gandanta in the sign of Pisces. Mars is going to cross this watery sign and it is already on the shore. The energy of Mars have purified. The electrons from the electrolytic solution is about to reach the cathode and the anode and is about to relay the current, the very desired current that will drive the mechanism that you all have created for so many previous days, and it is there to drive the mechanism that is inbuilt in your life, inbuilt within your energy, and energy within the energy. So Mars on the 16th night will move from the water Pisces to the fire Aries. This is where Mars will bring in new desires, new set of ambitions, new goals of life. You can say it's like a new year time where you make resolutions. The youthfulness will be at its peak, the anger will be at its peak, the enthusiasm will be at its peak. But this anger, enthusiasm, this power needs a guiding force of Jupiter. Jupiter is in the sign of Sagittarius with Ketu, which is already progressing towards Gandanta point. Before understanding the entry of Mars, you have to understand the point of retrogression of Mars to understand what Mars is actually going to do. Mars will continue to go in a direct motion till 4 degrees of Aries zodiac. In fact, 3 degree 59 minutes 59 seconds, approximately around 4 degrees of Aries, Mars will become retrograde. It will become stationary in and around that period. So when Mars is going retrograde, it is in the second pada of Ashwini Nakshatra. The first pada of Ashwini Nakshatra falls into Aries Navamsha. So as soon as Mars enters Aries sign, Mars becomes Vargottam, too powerful. But the moment it reaches the second pada of Ashwini, because at 3 degree 20 minutes, Mars will cross the first pada and reach the second pada. And exactly after, say, 40 minutes of movement into the second pada, Mars moves back, turns back to start the retrogression. And also the another point at the time of retrogression is that at the day of retrogression, Ketu will just enter the proper Gandanta degree. 48 minutes is the Gandanta zone, 48 minutes on the left and 48 minutes on the right of the junction. Ketu will be at 43 minutes. That means he has just entered the Gandanta zone, say a day before, and especially at the time when Mars is stationary. Now we know Ketu works like Mars. When Mars is returning back to the first pada of Aries. When Mars is returning back to the first pada of Aries, Mars is going back to the Gandanta pada. On the other hand, Ketu is already in the Gandanta point, along with Jupiter. Now, as I said, Jupiter's blessing is very much needed at this point of time. So exactly what is going to happen is, your enthusiasm will be all-time high. You will be triggered by even a drop of a pin. Not everybody, but especially maximum of us, to a certain level, anger will be within us. The feeling to do something, the feeling to achieve will be very high, too strong. And if you do not check, if you do not control, especially if you have a very strong Mars, Mars in Aries, Mars in Mars in Aries, Mars in Leo, Mars in Sagittarius, an exalted Mars, this energy is going to impact you heavily. If Mars is on your ascendant, it is also going to impact you heavily. When Mars goes into the fire sign, suddenly the fire inside the body explodes. It explodes like you can say an explosion of a bomb within the body. The thing is, if it is a contained explosion, you know how to direct the energy. If it is not contained, it will produce devastation. The electricity is now ready to deliver. Is your device ready? Are you ready? Is the first thing. First of all, you have to be the receptor. If you think you are the receptor, try to address this energy, redirect into areas where you wanted to achieve things. Redirect into plans that you wanted to execute. And if you're not ready, if you think that it is not possible, just create a shunt. Now I'm talking into electrical language. Create a shunt that will bypass the current through the shunt. What happens is that if a high voltage current goes, it may damage the circuit. So a short circuit is created that divides the current into multiple parts, or say 2 parts. That's called shunt. So it takes out maximum of the energy and only a very small fragment is passed through the main circuit, and that circuit is sensitive enough to read a very small value of current and calibrated accordingly to show the result on the screen. Say 1 ampere of current is represented by actual 1 microampere of current. 2 ampere is 2 microampere. This is the calibration. This is how the circuit is designed. The circuit is not stupid enough to absorb the entire energy. It is absorbing exactly the amount that is needed, and the rest is being shifted, redirected, discarded. If you are doing that, you will become a successful device that will execute and work as expected. Otherwise, you will end up burning yourself. So the desire that will generate at this point of time will burn you. Kama bhavana, the feeling will be all-time high, and you would want to rush into things. Saturn is retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. A retrograde Saturn sometimes do not behave like a direct Saturn. Sometimes retrograde Saturn is highly impatient. So impatience is going to increase, anxiety will increase, and this is for a very short duration of time. The ego will be very high. The sense of achievement, the sense of power will be very high. Yes, you can use it. You can use this masculine power. You can use this feeling of competition in the real world scenario to achieve something, but don't let it sit on your head. This is not the time to take any kind of foolish decision, blind decision. You cannot play gamble with your life at this point of time. Because this Mars will be Vargottam. Remember, in the Navamsha, Mars is also in Aries. This is here to create something. You know, the initial spark. You need to understand that whatever happens is just an initial spark. When Ketu goes in Gandanta, Mars goes back. That means Mars will do and commit some mistake, something will be left behind. That is why Mars is going back, and it will go back to Pisces. To recover, to replenish, to rejuvenate something he has lost, something that he has to go back in the past and find that he will implement in the future. That means this transit, the initial transit, is not invincible. You may lose the battle. If you fight this battle with weak mind and weak body, and if you are like rushing into scenario, you may be crushed under the weight of energy. This is the time when you redirect the energy, take healing, give healing, heal the world, heal the society. Try to say positive words, spread the positive message. The message will spread like wildfire. This energy has to be preserved, used wisely. When you will do this, you will see that the energies are actually working in your favor. Because as I said, there are 4 Gandanta. Mars will move on 16th in the Aries Gandanta. Sun will move on 17th on Magha Gandanta. Mercury will move on the 18th on Magha Gandanta. Ketu in Moola Gandanta. The entire trine Gandanta gets activated. This is the first moment when you take the first step towards opening the karmic knot. The first step that you have to take is to understand your own karma. Understand your own horoscope, understand the architecture of your life. Understand why you are born, understand why the wrong things are happening with you. Instead of finding a solution, try to understand why it is happening in the first place. What energy is causing it? Can there be an energy related solution to this? Can you dampen this down? So first few days of the Mars transit should be efficient circuit correction, efficient calibration of your circuit. Because if you see the current coming in and if you do an experiment, so for example, you know that you are sending 1 ampere of current, but your ammeter is showing 20 milliampere, 20 ampere current. That means there is certain calibration, certain amount of calibration is needed. Your circuit is not performing well. That means POC has to be done at this point of time. Some field testing, some capability testing, capacity testing, feasibility testing, in whatever area of life you are in. And especially if you are having problems in marriage, you have to be very, very cautious because words will play a very vital role. Your desire will rise up. Then you have to understand, what are you desiring? Is it natural? Is it expected of you? Is it right at this point of time, or it is just an energy flowing in at the wrong pace and the wrong direction? So you have to grab it, pull it, redirect it. Who can redirect? Hanuman. Shri Hanuman. Bhagavan Hanuman, Lord Hanuman. Pray Hanuman Chalisa. Try to bow down at the feet of Hanuman and seek the redirection of energy, and that energy, the blood, has to be redirected. Good time to take care of your health, good time to start walking, good time to start running, good time to start some exercise. If you are a blood pressure, anxiety, any kind of mental issue patient, kidney patient, heart patient, you have to maintain precaution at this point of time. Also, your desire to finish something will also, see, the desire is not always to start. The desire can be to finish something also. So you would be in a hurry to complete something. Don't be, otherwise you will fall. Because whenever you are in a hurry at this point of time, Mars when will go back, you will have to go back to the drawing board. You have to pull back the things. Extra amount of effort will be needed. What you have to do is just sit down, relax, and reassess the whole situation. This is not the time to go to war. This is the time to prepare for the war. The war with yourself. The war with the negativity within yourself. The war with the demon within yourself. Because the Trine Lord are in the same direction. And especially on 12th of September, which is said to be a very positive date, Mars becomes retrograde. The king is going to execute, your soul is going to execute the dharma in a very unique way. If you commit mistake, you will have to correct it. You will have to go follow all the procedure. That will be a painful thing. That will be a tedious, time-consuming thing. Unnecessary wastage of energy. This is also the time when you chant a lot of mantra. The divine electrical field is at its peak. Try to tune in to absorb maximum amount of energy. Chant a lot of mantras. Chant Hanuman mantra. Chant Mangal Bij mantra. Talk to an astrologer. Get a remedy. Finish the remedy. Whatever you chant, whatever you will feel within yourself, whether it is bhakti or whether it is Raj Yoga, will have the power, will have the necessary electricity to channelize. And this is, if you can, you will get the best out of it. If you cannot, then you will just simply miss the train, because this time may not come in our lifetime. This yoga, this sanyog, this celestial play is very unique in our time. Also, Mercury will also move from Leo to Virgo, because Mercury is moving on 2nd of September. So from 2nd of September to 10th of September, you will see Mercury exalted. 6th from Mars, you will calculate about your enemy, you will calculate about the prarabdha, you will get to know how to get rid of the prarabdha. You will get to know how to fight the battle, how to prep for the battle, how to create a situation where you can pull yourself out of the problem. So gear up, buckle your seat belt, be positive, be enthusiastic, be optimistic, Put your feet on the ground. Mars is Bhumi. You have to have your feet on the ground with head held high and full confidence and following the right path. Properly calibrated action, set of karma has to be done at this point. Anger has to be checked at all cost. Health has to be checked at all cost. Irritation, anxiety has to be checked at all cost. Any kind of financial investment is not advised at this point of time unless it is planned or absolutely necessary. If you're a business house, you have to. It may also see that the lot of things will accelerate at this point of time. So you have to go along with the acceleration, but don't try to push it further because already matters will be on the edge. Don't try to engage into a fight. Don't try to go into social media and just be a keyboard warrior, type into something anywhere, and that may trigger outrage or that may trigger some anger anywhere. Understand that we are all on the same boat. You, me, everybody. Mars is not affecting one person or one country. Mars is impacting the entire globe, the entire humanity. This time has to be used to recharge ourselves. This is the time when your life, put your energy source, your battery, your spiritual battery into the divine charge socket. You have to be ready to charge yourself. So are you charging yourself positively and optimistically? Let me know. Let me know your experience in the comment section below. This video is going to be obviously there. Write down your experience. The next video will be what happens when the Mars retrogrades, because a lot of mistakes will be committed at this direct motion of the Mars, and Mars will go back and try to correct it. I will tell in the next video what happens when the Mars goes retrograde from Aries, crosses the boundary to Pisces and remain in Pisces for some time. That will come in the next video. If you like this, do not forget to like, subscribe and share, and hit the bell icon so that you never miss another update. This is your host Puneet, bringing you the best of astrology. Till then, let's meet in the next video and signing off. Namaste.